up to me. What the energy the 17 other candidates of the Democratic Party have. And that is why I can feel so confident. I can feel so good about the election of September the 26th. And together, we're going to go into next week. And God's willing, the 26th of September, we shall be victorious. Marvio!
You know you want it. You know you need it. You gotta have it on the DP. Good evening, Dutch Quarter. Good evening. Good evening, Belvedere. Good evening. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Good night, good night, good night. All right. You've heard from our leader. Dedicated, stood fast, made sure that she never jumped over. She made sure that when she's in Parliament, she knows there's only one ship. And the only ship there is the ship for St. Martin. So you can tell anybody else that got their own ship to forget about that, because we're here for St. Martin. I keep telling people, I don't stand for the sea of color. I stand for the sea of country. And that's what people have forgotten. They have forgotten about the country. They say they love their people, but they don't. You know how you know they don't? Because if you love your land, you got to start by giving love to the people. So, tonight, I want to feel some of your love so that I can return it back to you. We keep hearing people with promises, but how many solutions do you hear? How many real solutions do you hear? Wouldn't you like to hear a solution to make sure that our kids on the block no longer have to be on the block, but instead they can be the foundation and used as blocks to build our country? Wouldn't you like to hear that? All right. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You see our leader there? You see our leader there? She is a lady, as you can see, that is here for us. So, let me tell you something tonight. If I was to get your vote tonight, I would only need to ask for it once. Do you know why? Could you tell me why I would only ask for your vote once? Thank you. It's because once you vote for me, my actions are going to make sure that you vote for me in the next 4 years, the 4 years after that, and the 4 years after that. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Democratic Party is the most experienced party on the island for a reason. It's because we have the experience. When you want to go build a house, do you pick somebody up who just barely learned how to nail? Or do you pick somebody up who knows how to build a house because they've built several ones before? Which one are you going to pick? Tell me. Tell me. All right. Thank you. So, how about you pick real contractors and stop picking up these people who just barely learned how to hammer a nail? Pick DP. Pick me. Pick Marvio Crooks. Why? Because my father once told me, you know Marvio, we got a lot of beaches on St. Martin. We got a lot of them. How many of them we got? About 37, 35. How many we got? All right. So, but you know what the problem is, he told me? Is that the people of St. Martin like to see the beaches. And because they love the beach so much, they like to build their foundation on the sand. And does a smart contractor build his foundation on sand? Does he? No. Why? Because sand isn't stable. And I'm going to tell you right now, we need to stop putting people in Parliament that are sand. They shift with the tide of whatever comes with them. So we need to start making sure that we can build on solid ground and look at the beach from a distance, so that we can make sure that we always have somewhere to stand when those uncertain tides come in. Marvio Crooks isn't here to tell you, hey, I'm going to promise you this, and hey, I'm going to promise you that. I have been doing research for my country for years. 5 years before I ever came back here. And I'm telling you right now that we have solutions ready for you to make sure that we have jobs for our people. Not because I can just say it. I know it. How do I know it? Because I started it in the States. We need a tripartite here. We need to be able to have our government, our education, our investors to make sure that they are focused to bring real entry-level jobs to St. Martin, and not just jobs that are there for to stop you and keep you there. Jobs that give you the opportunity to climb that ladder so that you too can become an outstanding member of this country. You too need to be able to stand up and say, oh sweet St. Martin land. You need to be able to come back here and not say, boy, you know why I ain't coming back to Martin, boy, you know why? Because they ain't got nothing for me. No, you need to be able to say, boy, you know what? I'm coming back to Martin because St. Martin is where it is. St. Martin is my country. St. Martin is a place I need to build up because it's the place that built me up. So that's why I decided to join the party that has the most experience in this land, because they know what it takes to build up our youth. They know what it takes to make sure that our country continues to develop and continues to grow, not just for somebody else to hit a jackpot, but to make sure that all of us get a piece of the pot. Now I'm going to tell you this right now. Look, I said it the other night. A true leader doesn't ask for chances from the people. A true leader creates opportunities for the people. And that's what I am here to do. That's what the other 17 other candidates are here to do. That's what our leader is here to do. And I'm going to tell you right now, people, we need to stop playing games, eh? This is our life. We have been here putting up the risk. I heard somebody tell me the other day, bah, you know what, I don't know now. I don't know if I want to take the risk to vote for a new candidate. And I told them, didn't you take the risk already? Since 10-10-10, we've been taking the risk. This is the time to take the opportunity to vote for somebody who is here for you, who knows what we need, who's telling you, hey, you say you want change? Well, here it is. Here it is. You've been praying for somebody to come along and give you something, some type of stability. Here it is. Here's the Democratic Party. Here's Marvio Crooks. And I'm not going to be here long, because if I stay here long, I'm going to start talking about things that I probably shouldn't say. So, what I'm going to tell you tonight is, you need to forget. You need to forget the crooks. Because when it came to making sure that doors were open for us, it was the Democratic Party that was there. When it came to making sure that our country continued to develop and grow, it was the Democratic Party that was there. And like our leader said, when it came to making sure that our health was secured by having a new hospital with just one member in parliament, with just one minister who were dedicated to making sure that we get the hospital we need while saving money for our country, they're the ones who did it. So imagine what we could do with more. Imagine what we could do with having other candidates like myself, like Shirley, like Yella, like Chasen, like Conrad, and the other candidates on this party. Imagine what we can do. People, look, we need to stop playing games. Politics isn't a game. We've been doing this over and over and over again, and voting for the same people who keep showing us with their actions that they're not for the people. But we expect them to all of a sudden, with a nice speech and some nice promises, change. That's not happening, people. We need to pull our belts off and start giving them licks. And how do you give them licks, like how Rafi said? How do you do that? You do that by voting different. You do that by voting for someone like me. You do that by voting for Crooks and telling them, hey, we no longer are going to stand for your ways. We're no longer going to be here and say, hey, please, please, please. No, we're going to tell them, get out. Put Crooks there. And give me the opportunity to make opportunities for all of you, our children, you yourself, and everybody else who says that they love